And now from the IBA at Winchester, engineering announcements for the radio and television trade.
Hello, welcome to the IBA's weekly announcements for the radio and television trade. The CMAC packet system for satellite television. Today, how the packet system provides multi-channel digital sound. In transmitter news, conversion work to extend channel 4 and details of 2 new relays at Gravesend in Kent and Woodcombe near Minehead. But first, more about CMAC.
We've already shown how CMAC pictures are completely free from cross-colour, doing away with the spurious colour patterning often seen with PAL. The vision signal, consisting of lines of time-compressed colour difference and luminance, is transmitted using frequency modulation. The sound, on the other hand, is broadcast in a completely different way. During intervals between frequency-modulated picture lines, transmission is switched from FM to bursts of a digital signal using phase shift key modulation. The digital signal carries more than just the sound. It's a multi-purpose data channel, and it also provides synchronization for the picture.
Each burst of data is broadcast at a rate of 20.25 megabits per second. This means that in a line period of 64 microseconds there would be 1296 bits of data. However, the data signal is present for only about 10 microseconds at the start of each line period, ahead of the FM picture signal. 206 bits in every line to be precise. An exception is line 625. This is made up entirely of the digital data and no FM. The receiver uses the data signal to generate a 20.25 megabits clock signal. This is useful as a timing reference for expanding the colour difference and luminance to recreate an RGB picture signal. The MAC decoder expands colour difference by a factor of 3 to 1 and luminance by 3 to 2. The expansion circuits would use analog charge-coupled devices or, alternatively, digital techniques.
Let's take a look at the data signal in a little more detail, starting with picture synchronization. We're looking here at the 206 bits of data that precede each line of the FM vision signal. Following a run-in bit, the next 6 bits provide picture synchronization. The pattern of these synchronization bits alternates between lines. Towards the end of the frame, each is repeated, and this tells the receiver when the next frame is due to start. There is an alternative method of achieving sync. Line number 625, made up entirely of digital data, starts with a pattern of 96 bits. These are identified by the receiver as frame sync, and the decoder can then generate its own line sync pulses.
Following the synchronization bits, 623 of the 625 lines contain 198 bits, which make up the sound and data channels, each line being divided into 2 groups of 99 bits. Each picture frame contains more than 12,000 bits, and the total is divided up into 164 packets of 751 bits. The packet scheme allows great flexibility, since individual packets may be assigned to various services, either sound or data channels. The digital data stream carries a total of 4,100 packets per second. It's equivalent to a data capacity of around 3 megabits per second. This data stream can be used for many different purposes, including multiple sound channels. The keynote is flexibility.
The packet scheme may be likened in some respects to a teletext signal, although it is considerably more complex, with data pulses at a much higher rate. Each packet contains an address to identify which service it belongs to. The receiver's decoder can pick out all the packets for a particular sound channel and then decode the digital signal to audio. A single high-quality mono sound channel needs just over 500 packets per second. That's a data rate of around 378 kilobits per second. 4 stereo sound channels take up 4,012 packets per second, leaving a residual capacity of some 88 packets per second, which could carry other useful data.
If it sounds complicated, well, it is. But at least the packet sound system is now a European standard and is expected to be used by all countries for DBS. In fact, CMAC packets is more than just an improved quality television service with multiple sound channels. It can carry a mixture of television sound, radio and data services, and it can even be adapted to provide widescreen pictures. More about that in a few weeks.
Transmitter news next, starting with special announcements. In Scotland, Black Hill continues to be liable to reduced power for the rest of April. In Devon, Beacon Hill is off the air until midday, both today and tomorrow. This is for aerial maintenance. In Wales, Minithemroch is off the air today between 9 and 4 because of work by the Electricity Board. For the same reason, tomorrow in Staffordshire, the relay at Leek will be off between 9:15 and 4. In South Wales, Merthyr Tydfil is off this morning until midday for aerial work. Tomorrow, Kidderminster will be off between 10:30 and 12 because of work by the Electricity Board. Also tomorrow, Ravenscar will be off between 9 and 4. This also affects the dependent relay at Aislabie.
In the north of Scotland, the relays at Kenmore and Killin are liable to interruption during the daytime for the next few days, while the BBC carries out aerial maintenance. In South Wales tomorrow, Aberdare is off the air until midday for aerial maintenance, weather permitting. On Friday, it's the turn of the relay at Pontypridd, off until midday for aerial maintenance. Also on Friday, Kilby Hill will be off until midday, and the same applies next Tuesday. This will also affect 5 dependent relays. Next Monday in Devon, Ashburton will be off between 9 and 4 because of work by the Electricity Board.
New relays next, and in Kent a relay serving parts of Gravesend is now due later this week. It's for about 550 people in the area of Parrock Farm along Valley Drive, extending for about a mile northwards to Abbey Road. London ITV and TVAM will be on Channel 59, with Channel 4 on 49. Aerial should be Group CD, vertically polarised. Gravesend is hoped to be on the air by the end of the week.
In Somerset, on the outskirts of Minehead, the relay for Woodcombe is hoped to be ready in a week or two. It's for about 600 people living mainly in the Woodcombe Valley and parts of the Parks Estate, Minehead. HTV West and TVAM will be on Channel 24, with Channel 4 on 31. Aerials will have to be Group A, vertically polarised. That's Woodcombe, due to begin transmissions in a week or two. In South Wales, near Risca, the relay for Wattsville has been delayed a little and is now expected to be ready in mid-May.
Channel 4 next, and conversion work at existing stations. In Southampton, Millbrook is now on the air. The channel is 47 and the relay covers a population of 5,000. In West Sussex, Haywards Heath on Channel 41 is due on the air later this week. This relay is for a population of 3,500. Due next week, Buxton Channel 31, Belper Channel 62 and Sedbergh on Channel 50.
Our address for technical or reception queries: Engineering Information Service, Independent Broadcasting Authority, Crawley Court, Winchester, Hampshire, SO 21 2QA. The telephone number is Winchester, that's 0962 822444. We'll be on the air again next Tuesday at 9:15 and 12:15. Hope you can join us. Until then, from Murray Nicholson and from me, John Lovell, goodbye from Crawley Court.